a lot of upgrades off because I've been nervous.
Don't upgrade the Zoom.
I did not. I kept thinking about that, and I remember just saying Diablo had issues, right?
Everybody, yeah, don't do it.
I didn't do it. I kept saying nope. Thank God I didn't have it on automatic upgrade.
Guys, this is the letter from the city agents. The sponsor letter. You want to read it?
You want me to read it out loud?
No, yeah, señor. I sent it to you, right? Oh. No, she's here. I thought I didn't send it.
You sent it.
Okay, let me show it on you. Did you see it?
The attendance is right there. I checked everybody in except all the others.
You said should we get a quick one? Well, whatever you are.
You're good to go.
Okay. So the Black Hispanic Caucus called the order on June 8, 2022 in the Board Office Chamber. The attendance, and we have the attendance sheet coming around. So you gotta mark when you're here. And our co-chair with the tunes will go with the ground rules.
Ground rules. Yeah, ground rules. Ground rules are, here leads the meeting. There's no interrupting other people when they're talking during the meeting. Follow Robert's rules of order. So the meeting can go on smoothly. Otherwise, the chair will call you out of order and embarrassing. Yes, sir.
Okay, let's start with the new business donations. We got the village drill team first. Come on over. Oh, sorry. Let's see. You go. Yeah, let me go to the other side. Okay, name and address for the record, please.
Shirley Banks, 299 Greenwich Avenue, New Haven.
Okay.
Okay, well, in 2019, with four of us, we started a drill team because we wanted to get the kids engaged in different activities. So we started off with about 20 kids. Now we have 70 plus the drums, which is about 80 kids. And we don't only do drill, we do culinary, contemporary dance, arts and crafts. Well, we have a number of programs. I think there's about 10 programs besides drill. And the kids are trying to raise money now to go to Ohio for a competition, which is July 15th. That's a week here, July 15th. And as you know, we're funding ourselves. We're out on the corners collecting money from different people every weekend. So that's how we're funding the trip.
Right, okay, I have to add that I think last year, was it last year or 2 years ago? Last year that I went to East Rock and I saw you guys.
Yeah.
Very nicely done. So, any questions for us?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. What type of other fundraising? Do you do other fundraising events or?
Yeah,
or look for
yeah,
grants?
we sell dinners and we sell popcorn online. That's about all we're doing right now.
Just curious, maybe some ideas on how you can raise more money. Thank you.
Any more questions?
I have one question. How short are you of reaching your goal currently?
I'm not sure because the treasurer has that information.
Oh.
But I hope we're close.
I hope so. Yeah. Thank you. I have no further questions, Mr. Chair.
That's it? Oh, all right.
Since I didn't hear what's the amount that you are looking to raise? That would get you.
The bus costs $9,000 alone, and then the hotel rooms are $146 each for 2 nights. Mm-hmm. So I say about maybe $15,000.
A lot of people. Yes, it is.
I have no
You
question.
still got the floor.
Thank you, sir. Have you gone to any of the commercial businesses in Howard Avenue and also in Longworth with a donation letter at all? To see if they would donate?
No, we haven't tried that yet, but that would be the last resort.
Well, I would, if I may,
course.
I would say if you can have that letter ready so that you can go to Seatown and a few other areas and also, you know, the Longmont corridor. And have that available and perhaps they would be, because you're in the neighborhood.
Well, you know, it's a very good idea, and I think I'll do it by myself because the kids are busy practicing now every night. And then on the weekends, they're out on the corner asking for donations. So,
Good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so no more questions? All right, ma'am, so you could stay, or you could, you know, to after we deliberate, or you, I mean, we get in touch, and you can stay, you know, it won't be long.
okay.
Yeah, it won't be long. Okay, now, I know you're gonna present the Juneteenth, right?
Yeah.
So before you present, we got the city angels for donations too.
Yeah.
I know you can stay there, and let me just move this right away. Say your name and address for the record.
My name is Rosanna Leon, and I'm at 130 KU Drive in Hampton, Connecticut.
Okay. Say your face.
I'm a board member for City Angels Baseball Academy. They serve the inner city kids of New Haven. A lot of them are underprivileged kids, and we're trying to help the parents with baseball equipment. At this point, a lot of them can't afford just your bats, your catcher's equipment, and so we're trying to raise funds to be able to equip them with what they need in order to play the sport of baseball.
And also, for the record, they play in my ward, they play in Clinton Avenue Park. I was there last Saturday. The coach is very, actually the coach, I think he coaches Wilbercross
He does.
baseball, right? Baseball,
He's the head coach.
yeah, the head coach for Wilbercross. Very, very nice guy, Angel Ramos. So, he teaches them good. As a matter of fact, I think one of the kids, right now is playing for the St. Louis Cardinals. Major leagues, no minor leagues, no AAA, majors. And he also told me that there's a few kids. He told me he has a lefty, 13 years old, that he's throwing 80 something miles an hour. I can't wait to see him. Well, they start in July, right? The older
They're
kids.
fantastic kids.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
I
if they
can't
just
wait
need
to
a
see that kid.
chance, you know, and this is it. I mean, it takes them off the street.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
a lot of times we see them and they're like, you know, coach, can we get into the facility? I don't, you know, because other than that, they're
I can vouch. I can vouch for him. You know, he's
so
good.
he's doing a tremendous
I
job.
can't wait to see that kid. He's left-handed too. So, any questions? No. Okay, then if you want to stay or you want to leave, I will get in touch with you via email or you can call me
Please
that way.
stay around.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. Now we're gonna do a jump here because you're gonna present something about Juneteenth, right?
Correct.
Come over a little bit closer to the mic. Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah. Once again, we're gonna jump from item A to item C, Juneteenth.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Okay. It's a little warm. All right, hopefully everybody has heard of Juneteenth by now. And I didn't notice that you were having a Juneteenth celebration, so that did also make me want to come and present myself to you because Juneteenth is a celebration that has been held here in the past. And of course with COVID.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying to talk. Name and address for the record.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Almost stop people moving. My name is Leslie Gay, and I am representing my area, which is Brennan Rogers School, 200 Wilmot Road.
Thank you.
Organization. And the Family Research Center. The Family Research Center. So I advocate for activities, parents and children and the community. This year we're celebrating, as I said, Juneteenth, which is the opportunity to celebrate the end of slavery And that happened in Texas about a few years after slavery was supposed to end, but the people in Texas didn't get it until 2.5 years later. So we have the opportunity to bring Harriet Tubman's great granddaughter here to the New Haven area. She is going around to several sites and occasions, but we have the opportunity to bring her to the New Haven area from her center in Powder Springs, Georgia. So she's there putting together this foundation for Harriet Tubman to talk about her history and the importance of what it's meant to our people in this, for everyone, and not any particular people, but for everyone. Rita is highly regarded and sought after speaker, and her family is in Whitaker, the Encyclopedia of Whitaker, and she is also in the Smithsonian. And we want to put her on the map by putting a monument in Washington, D.C. sometime in the near future. But the call to action that we're trying to take, and Carolyn Maloney, which is one of our U.S. congressmen, and we also have our governor here, Lamont, who has made Juneteenth a paid holiday. So this is the first time that that's happened for the state of Connecticut. So there's a lot of love being shown to Harriet Tubman, and her ancestor, Rita, is really going to come out and represent this and speak to the community on the 17th, and the Friday, depending on which is best for our community, and Friday evening, or on a Saturday, the following day, the 18th. Either one of those times, we would like to bring her to the Conda or someplace that is in this building so that Rita can be heard by people. We do have a number of organizations that will help to bring her here, but we also to get the word out to bring our audience here to hear Rita. So we the National Council of Negro Women, the Historical Society that's here also wants to get on board, is helping to get the word out, and several churches. So some of those churches and organizations have been helping to fund. Right now, I did find out that we're still a little of a funding short, and that is $2,000. So that we do want to see if there's any way that we can also help to close that gap as well, to make sure that we get her here with the airfare and hotel from the spot to spot that she has to stay in. And what we say to many people that her fee is in 5,000 or more, but certainly right now we're talking about there's only a few dollars that we still are looking for, that we're still in need of. This is a critical time for America to see historical people. And myself, I brought the Tuskegee Airmen to the school. I've taken my students to see President Obama in Bridgeport when he was there with Jim Hines. I have helped them to see Julian Bond, and I am just so excited that I may have the opportunity to see one of the, I want to say, founding people of our United States, and that would be Harriet Tubman, because we know what she has done for people. So I bring that to you, and I'm still a little nervous because when this was presented to me, I lost 3 of my friends on I-95 in an accident, which was the head-on accident. So this was presented to me last week, and I'm not my normal self, because anybody knows me, I'm not at a loss of words, but I'm still shaken to my core, because I still want to do something so their living will not do in vain. I know we need to do something about that, but immediately I want to see Harriet Tubman's grave. great granddaughter, Rita Daniels, come to Connecticut. Thank you so much for listening to me.
So let me, you done? Okay, I got a few questions. So you're planning to, of course, you're asking for a donation, but you said she's coming here to City Hall?
We'd like to see her come to the.
Do
city
you
hall.
arrange that with somebody already, or you asking us
I'm
to?
asking if that's possible for her to come to the town, to City Hall, either that Friday evening and her, while she's in her trip on this East Coast or on the
So that would be
Saturday.
next Friday, because next Saturday, June 18th, there's already a celebration, Juneteenth, on 230 Asheville Street, presented by the descendants of the 29th Color Regiment. So that could be tricky, do both at the same time. Now, Friday, right? So, all right, so
So Friday, she has stated that they could have her in town after 5 on Friday, or at sometime the following day on Saturday.
questions? Oh, I'm sorry.
So this is Rita Daniels.
Yes, it is.
This is the great, great, great grandniece.
That's right.
Okay. I've seen Ernestine or Tina Wyatt in DC, who's the great, great, great granddaughter. And she's the one that's actually in charge of her legacy and the foundation.
Rita Daniels has started the foundation, and she's working with her foundation down there.
She's working with the great, great, great granddaughter.
Yes.
Okay.
So they're in Powder Springs. Yeah.
This is extremely exciting. So I hope it pans out. I would love to see Rita. It'll be historic for New Haven. If it's not held here, it's not possible. In whatever place it can be held at, it will be an historic event for our city. I hope this, I wish you well in this adventure.
I thank you.
Any question? Okay, let me see. So, so what would you need for us to have here for her? For that event too? I mean, obviously, you guys been eating food or all that, or?
Well, as I said, there is the opportunity where she's going around to other places in town.
So just-
Well, not in this town, but out of Connecticut, but wants to fly into she's up here and so close to us.
So just to present to us, her experience and everything, just to talk.
What was that?
Okay, so I don't know. If we could arrange her to be here Friday, so what we need, like, of course, the podium for us to speak. I mean, you said some churches are helping you to do some stuff. We got dancer. I mean, what we used to do here before, we doing it with the other people. So I mean, what would you think? Okay, go ahead.
So you mentioned that she would be arriving, and she sounds like she's doing a tour, and she would be arriving into New Haven quite late, after 5.
Right, she would be able to present after 5.
After 5, okay, I just wanted, I wanted that to be out
Yeah,
there.
you get that. I'm sorry.
So
Yeah,
that's okay. So, thank you, Mr. Chair. She would be in town, and you think it would be nice if she could come and present here. So the time we're unclear, is that, or right after 5, she would be in town.
Right, anytime, if, like say, you had a program that was an offer from 6 to whatever, 7 o'clock to whatever, then that would be, so it'd be after the 5 o'clock time, or a time that you would give on Saturday that would be open. So that would, we're still naming that time. I have not specifically put that time. We will still need to get back to her because she, in that time period from Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday morning she's someplace. But by the time she gets here Friday, evening and will give us either Friday or and all day Saturday, anytime on Saturday.
I know this is- And so she has a presentation already prepared. It's just
Absolutely.
finding a location for her to be able to present to everyone.
It's finding, and we want, we're also closing the gap for her to fly here. So any monetary, because we're also going to some churches as well to make sure to ask is also, but closing that gap with that monetary amount. So they're roughly $2,000 or less. And I'm sorry, I probably didn't get a chance to say that to you because that was something that was given to me a little after. And I was right in the middle of trying to prepare for a funeral. So which happened on Monday. So I am trying, and also, you can also have it in writing too, so I can do that for you, for your record.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Chair. I'm all set. Thank
You
you.
good?
Because.
On the tools?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Question I have is, have you already planned for her to come here? Was there another place she was going to go to speak already? She
Well,
scheduled someplace?
I'm glad you asked that. Unfortunately, it was presented to me a little later than
It's
I
like 11
wanted
days away.
something presented to me. And when I found out that she was here on this side and she was offering this, then I said, I really haven't heard much going on about Juneteenth. It is a possibility. Let me present it. Let me see what New Haven says, and then I'll get back to you. So I am really sorry that I didn't have it at my desk earlier so that I could make the moment, but attempt to get it to you. But this is.
I'm kind of concerned if she's not already scheduled to be this way, you're starting brand new. How close?
I
is she?
am. I am. She was already scheduled to do some things and have
in the New Haven area.
a group of activities. But New Haven, she's was not included in New Haven when they presented it to the New Haven people. She was the closest was in New York, and then but she was not. It was not presented to New Haven until just recently, and that's when it came to my desk.
So how close are you to getting all your ends tied up?
Well, it's pretty close. We're just at that last mark of closing in on $2,000 mark, and we definitely do need to see whatever contribution can be given towards helping to make that happen.
But you say you're looking for a location as well.
Yes, looking for a location. When I said looking for a location, whether it's here, or else a park or something.
Where the police I was just thinking because of the Juneteenth activity going on Saturday, it would be nice, but we can't just go now and try and include something in their program. That's not our program.
But that is
But that would be perfect.
And I had not even received information, and I'm a community person. I haven't seen anything about Juneteenth on Saturday, so
I
I'm
was putting that up Saturday.
The 29th color.
The 29th.
We do it every year.
and I don't know why, because I remember, I don't know whether we did anything last year or not.
Yep, every year.
Because I normally get people involved in lives when they do it, ever since Dick Gregory started coming, he was here 1 year. So yes, we've been doing it, but I
We'll be here.
Yeah, that would have been nice to get into their program.
Yeah.
Here you go. And I have.
Oh, there you go. He's not in color, so. Sorry about that.
Saturday the 18th, isn't that something? In the 29th Cavalry, I brought them to the school with his uniform and everything to meet with the kids, and somebody missed me this year. And look at all of this. So I am, and I see that you're saying that there's something that's going on already on this,
Yeah,
on
there's
a
something going
Saturday.
on that Saturday. And probably if there was some word from you earlier, might have been able to include in their program. It would have been ideal as a full day event.
And it would have
And
been.
that's a location where there's certainly not an issue of parking like there would be down here. And setting up facilities in this.
Oh, wouldn't
this
that be
building.
great to bring a legend like this to?
So that's why I was wondering, if you don't have a location now, then it's a matter of establishing a location. Funding, if you bring her here, and how close we get to meeting all those goals in just 10 days.
Well, as I said, I know that there's 3 churches, the Historical Society, and I'm also putting together, as soon as I find a location, the flyer, Kelly Morrow, that was her father that came to my school. That was something, he did a fantastic job. So I would be very interested in seeing how I could even contact her at this point to talk to her and give her some information. I see she does have a telephone number here. I'm sure she probably doesn't know about this lady coming into town. So this is a very good piece of information for me.
So you said you probably want to talk to the person? Well, you know what? I'll give you the opportunity tomorrow at the same place. They having this. I didn't say, did you have this? No. They just sent me this. It's a house improvement, the same place, from 4 to 6.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be there. I'll be there tomorrow too. So if you could go there, maybe talk to them, and maybe she
Yeah.
will have a place.
Well, right, because if we can get you into that, then we could do it all as one.
I'm gonna email you this flyer. Maybe
Yeah.
you could,
Yeah. We can get you into that, because that's where the
exactly. This is
big
tomorrow.
crowd's gonna be.
And the celebration is next the 18th. So
Oh
yeah,
my goodness.
let me just have.
This has been
I'm gonna email you this.
Yes.
And there's a bunch. There's a bunch.
Please, can you get that over to
Yeah.
me and
Connect.
we'll get
And
connected.
there's all things. So yes, you can read it. There's a bunch of people involved. Let me email.
Collaborating with them
Yeah.
on that Juneteenth event. I don't know if we didn't make that clear,
No,
but we are collaborating with them.
Give it the other one. The festival.
Look at this.
Oh,
Okay,
glad I came.
you got it all.
I am absolutely glad I came back because the last time I was a couple of years ago, I don't remember them having one. Kelly having one last year. And she probably did, but I just don't remember. And I might have missed this one. So.
Came to the right place for information. right?
Yeah.
That was good information. So
Yep.
he's gonna get that flyer from you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Okay, any more questions?
Quite helpful.
All right, so actually you're here for the donation, so we'll you guys want to take care of the donations now, so.
Well, we've heard all the 3 of them.
Yeah.
You might as well.
Okay, so let's,
That way they don't. They no longer have- That's the other.
June 17th to the 24th.
That's not.
17th is something else. Let's continue here. They said youth committee 7, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we need a motion?
We're gonna do them all together.
Yes, why not?
For,
I think we-
for these 3,
Go ahead.
I would prefer if we did it separate. I
Separate,
have a
okay.
separate suggestion, motion for our sister.
Okay,
Yeah, because nobody mentioned any amounts, so we. do
Okay.
it Separately. So we
Okay,
determine
perfect,
what
yeah.
kind of amounts we want to give each one.
okay, so we will have a motion?
All right, let's start the motion with the first group was the drill team, Mrs. Banks. Motion on the floor.
Second.
There's no motion.
My
right?
motion.
Oh,
I'll
so
make the
moved.
motion.
You made the motion, right?
I'll make it now. I'll make it
Okay.
now.
Is it second?
Second, yeah.
We move in second, no discussion. So we gotta discuss it, and then you make the motion.
Well,
for the
I'll
amount.
tell you, drill teams I've been always excited about since I was a kid when they first started here in New Haven. I shouldn't say that. Huh? But yeah, I remember when Tony started with drill teams years ago. Were you? Oh yeah, my little girlfriend back then was too. But anyway. And I think we should go with our maximum with $300 donation to the drill team program.
Okay. Any more discussion? No? So. Was that your motion?
That was the motion. It's moved to seconded,
Okay.
and now it's discussed. If there's no more discussion,
Okay,
we go to the vote.
We got, okay, everybody in favor?
Aye.
Against, stay? Okay, second,
The next item was
the city angels.
Rosanna Leon with the Angels. One other want to make a motion?
Make a motion that we provide the maximum allotment for Angels organization.
Second.
And moving second, discussion. Well, like I said before, I've been to their games, the practices. He's a very good coach. Once again, I say he coaches cross. He was a high school team. He is developing a lot of good kids, and he's keeping them off the street. If you guys want to see them, they play at Cleveland Avenue School Saturdays. So the bigger kids are going to start now in July. Like I said, I can't wait to see that kid that throws 83. He's 13 years old, lefty. So I can't wait to see him. So that's all I have to say. Any more discussion? No? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Again, stay? Motion carried.
Next item is Leslie Gay with the. Did you? Was there a correction? What was the correction?
Miss Lawrence, we got,
That's what I said, Leslie.
you said lesson.
Okay,
Yeah.
with the event for speaker from Genesee, yes. Motion on the floor, any motions on the floor?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I move that we grant the full amount contingent upon receiving from the sponsor the information that's needed, namely a place being secured and the verification that Ms. Daniels will definitely be on the program.
Second.
Okay, discussion? Go ahead.
I think this is extremely exciting that someone of this stature is coming to our city. We have the Amistad statue in front of City Hall.
Yes, sir.
And so, but I think that it's important for this committee to make sure that this is all systems go. And so I think that it's important that we receive the information back from the sponsor that the event will take place. And then upon that, I think it's good that we will release the funds to her. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
What is full amount that you're, requesting?
It's the maximum amount that the committee allots.
Thank you. I just wanted that for my notes for clarification. Thank you.
Well, all I have to say is I wish we would have known this earlier and we would have had it here. It would have been very exciting, like you said, I'm excited right in front. We would have done it in front, right in front of the statue.
Yeah.
Well, it's too late now. So, but anyways, any more discussion? No? All in favor?
Aye.
Again, stay? Okay. So you guys all, let's say, our treasurer, you wanna make sure you contact her? And she'll give you the money and then.
Yeah, leave checks here and then.
And then the company. How's your name?
Mr. Chair, do they know the amount that they're?
Oh, yes, you heard it, right?
No.
Oh,
What
we
he
had
said.
300 each. Yeah, that's the maximum. We used to give more, but then, the money ended too quick. So we reduced it, so we give more to more people, more entities. All right, thank you. Now let's continue.
You gotta go back to
Yeah. Oh, I know you did. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to B, the gala. Alder Edwards?
Yes, Mr. Chair, thank you for having me. I would just, you need me to take this off? I would just like to remind everyone that our Black and Hispanic Caucus Gala soon comes. Thursday, October 27, 2022 at Anthony's Ocean View. Please make sure you get your suggestions for honorees to us as soon as possible. We will actually send you a reminder because you want to make sure if you're going to send a nomination in, you get it in a timely fashion so that they may be considered. What we will do is we can also supply you, for those that don't know, with a list of people that have already been honored so as not to get a lot of duplicates. But remember, please send your suggestions in. We will get that list out to you. We look forward to working with all of you and making this successful. We had great teamwork last year. I want to continue it. It's been a great event thus far. And we had a great time doing it last year. And as long as our COVID stuff is okay and we're gonna go gung-ho, put it together, and we will be in touch because we're gonna be looking for you all for sponsorships for our ad books. We can do table sponsors. And we just wanna make sure it's all inclusive. We all get our tickets sold and we go have a great time. So once again, stay tuned for the Black and Hispanic Caucus Gala, Thursday, October 27th, 2022. More information to come. Thank you.
You want to do Edwards? Douglas?
Is there a theme this year? Do we have a theme?
We have not established that yet. So in our next request and our reminder for honorees, we'll make sure we get that out again. And we'll actually you guys can give us input for things. My ask is that when we give you a date and a deadline, make sure we're gonna honor it. And we're gonna be sticklers because it takes a lot to put this together. And if your feelings get hurt, they get hurt. But we would like you to get them in on time. So we're gonna give you a great date. And we want everybody to be able to give input and participation, but just make sure that you get it in time, please. Thank you.
Any more questions?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon. I've attended one, but I've been familiar with like two. So, just like curiosity, why not just since like Hispanic Caucus, why not have the dress be African, Afro-Latino, Latino, and Hispanic?
Well, you could send that as a team suggestion. A team, and then
Yes, I should just type it up.
Oh. Yeah, we have mass parades, we've done a few. So just.
So we just come to be ourselves.
Right,
It would
perfect.
be a day that you just be your own culture.
That sounds.
Just saying.
You got it? Well, he's still got to send that in, or you got it?
I would, may I speak?
Yes, of course.
Please send that suggestion in. And for clarity, do you mean that should just be the ongoing thing all the time?
No,
Or
just for this
is that I just want to make
when I
sure.
think of Black and Hispanic, like I think of, for instance, like a lot of people think Brazilians are, Latins.
Mhm.
Actually, Brazil was the largest dumping ground for African slaves on the entire Central and South American continent. So
Yes.
I don't know that. So
Mhm.
they're Africans that speak Spanish
Yeah.
and also mentions Portuguese in some cases.
Yeah.
That's a very, I haven't been to Brazil, but from what I've seen so far, it's an amazing culture. I've been to St. Croix and the buildings are exactly the same. Right. So I think so here's what I'm trying to think.
So-
In my mindset, what I'm trying to say is, and I'll probably be this way. I'm always going to be thinking about ways to bring our Hispanic, Latino, and African American community together because we're not necessarily together. And whenever we can have the opportunity to continue to blend and exchange our cultures and our cultural similarities, I think that's a good place for us to build.
Thank you.
Especially for the rest of our community.
Yes.
That's what it was. So make sure you send that in, the teams.
I'll send it.
Send that,
We'll go.
please, and we'll send a reminder email
Yeah.
to get that in. We did do something similar 3 years ago.
Yeah, the 70s or 80s, something like was it?
No, we did about 3 years ago
Yeah.
because I was newer to the board.
Yeah.
We actually did that.
Okay.
we had that thing.
We'll get it in there.
But I do still say send your recommendations in if there's a way to spin it. Because we do vote on our themes and, you know, we get them together and well, like I said, we'll weed out the honorees and we can weed out what some of our themes were too. So, so we do not duplicate too quickly.
All right, so let's.
Thank you.
Let's keep moving on because we got a few minutes to go through this because the youth committee is afterward. We're not gonna touch any the agenda or all the agenda. We will try to do something different because all of us should do our homework. And I don't know, I mean, right now, I don't think we should be talking about the agenda in the Black and Hispanic. I mean, if you got a question, go to your three. That we will take this out and we'll cut the time here. We'll cut the time. So if you got a question, go to your three, go to the committee chair. That way we, you know, exactly. So or the share. So we don't have to waste time on the agenda when this our homework even before we get here. Okay, so now do reminder. Well, of course I need to talk to Alder Morrison. I need a list of whoever has paid. So
Paid in full.
all right, so
The whole year.
you do all. So anyway, so just everybody here.
Yes.
Okay, all right, so we good. Just reminding everybody, if you see somebody, remind them what to do. I think the due date is in July, right? July, right?
You moved it to July.
I moved it to July because
You're being considered.
I think we didn't mention it. So anyways, due date is July. Okay, I see here the treasury report. What I see here that's wrong, I'll say we haven't. We're not gonna give $6,000 to the seniors. We're only gonna give $3,000 to the seniors. Because it's 1,000. It's rare. So I think in the past meeting that we felt like 4 or 5 minutes ago, because they, due to the COVID, we did not send any money down. So I guess we could use that money to do our own fundraisers and to help people, to help kids, and to help more people instead of. I mean, I thought we already voted on that a few meetings ago. So, but if you guys want to revisit it, I mean.
I think that's appropriate.
Okay, so you want to do it again, do a motion so we could have it on record again? Because I don't think we recorded it last time. We did it
We want a motion on what?
on this.
On 6,000.
Yeah.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion to change the dues to the seniors from $6,000 to $3,000.
Okay, we move to second discussion. No discussion? Well, like I said before, I know we always help the seniors, but last few years they did not need it. They were closed. Oh, you think they were closed? So it's not that they did not need it, but right now we got an extra dollars and 3,000. We're going back to 1,000 each. Oh, okay. All in favor? Aye. Against? Stay? Okay, motion carried. All right, so now, any other business somebody wants to bring in? No? Or you? Go ahead, other business?
So I know that we went through the information on fundraisers. We did check on the buses and they were quite costly. So I just wanted to mention that because I know you had asked me last evening. So the buses were too costly. So we're checking on other items to see how we can do some fundraising within the community.
And okay, since you brought that up, I was talking before we started the meeting. I think you were the one that told me that instead of the softball game to a kickball game. Was it you? I'm sorry, it was one of you too. So we're gonna change it to kickball, so it's safer. I think it's safer. I mean, a ball hit with softball hit is versus a kickball. I guess I take a kickball. Well, you be the coach.
No.
But anyways, it's coming. Okay. Any old business? No? So we already went to the treasury report. Our next meeting is July 13th. But, okay. But the July 13th, well, the executive board meets the 8th. Okay? All right. Good question?
I just wanted to mention, Mr. Chair, I forgot to say, and I know we have the Juneteenth celebration, but that's my birthday.
Is
So I'm
it?
just saying.
Oh. Well, you know what? I was saying, that's my son's graduation party in my house too. So I'm gonna have to split myself. But anyway, so again, the next meeting is the 13th. And the executive board meeting, the 8th. Here. All right.
19th, Father's Day.
The executive board of the,
Oh, that's your.
yeah.
Wow, you'll be in charge.
Okay, so, I need a motion to adjourn.
I can make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Again? All right, we out. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Highlighted.
So,